Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday, everyone. So this video I'm going to talk about how to use the Decoder tab within BurpSuite application. All right. Previously, I had made a complete tutorial on how to use BurpSuite's functionalities in the form of intruder tab, repeater tab, and other tabs as well. Like with live example, like we did SQL injection attacks on a susceptible web application that is benign in the form of oneweb.php.com. We use that web application or website to learn intruder tabs functionality, as well as we learned how to do brute forcing attack on that particular website. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to use the decoder tab and learn more functionalities of how to use it, as well as why we want to use it in the very first place. So basically, if you have an authentication token that is that is actually encoded, okay, maybe it has some encoded value, okay, and then you would want that value to be decoded, okay, to probably find a password hash, okay, and as well as username, okay, to log into a particular web application. So let's quickly get started, guys. So firstly, in order to show you how to use the decoder tab, we would want to first install something called OWASP Juice Shop. All right, this is also a web application, okay, that will allow you to learn different vulnerabilities, exploiting different vulnerabilities on web application. Okay, this is again a benign web application, particularly for you to learn cybersecurity stuffs. Okay, if you are aspiring to get into a cybersecurity career, all right. Firstly, what you need to do, you need to open a browser, all right. You just get into this link over here. I will put this link in description box below to check out. And then here, all you need to do is for you to install this web application on your probably on your Kali Linux virtual machine. Okay, you will host the application on 3000 port, and it will be a local host basically. All right, your local host will act as an application server, and you'll be using the application within your Kali Linux virtual machine itself. All right, so you not install it either on a Docker or on a Windows with maybe on any other virtual machine platform in the form of Windows virtual machine, or even you not install it on your physical PC. Okay, so just you need to follow these steps here. Okay, I can show you this now, but I intend to make a separate video on this on how to install it. But I will just give you a rough idea about how to do it. So all you need to do is you just need to copy this command, paste it in the terminal. All right, just go to the copy paste the command here. All right, and as soon as you do that, something that will happen is the installer files will get installed here. Okay, in the form of juice-shop. And after which, what you need to do is you just need to switch to the directory cd juice shop, and then you just need to run this command here, npm install. All right, but before that, what you need to do is I would recommend you to run apt get, probably you can run an update command, as well as you can run an upgrade command as well before running the npm space install command. All right, after which the last step would be for you to install start the npm service. All right, so once you start the npm, once you run this command, npm space start, you will be able to browse the application like just now. What I'm going to do, yeah, this is the application, guys. After you follow all those steps, you will be able to get into this application. All right, login page. If you go to click on account and you click on login, and that's it, guys. You'll be able to get into the logon page. Okay, as soon as you do that, maybe I will make a separate video on that. I will wipe the entire installation, and I will do it from scratch and show you how to install it. But now our primary motive is to learn the decoder tab within the BurpSuite application. For that, I have launched the BurpSuite from my root terminal. I just went and typed BurpSuite and hit enter, after which BurpSuite community edition got launched. All right, here what I normally use the inbuilt browser of BurpSuite. Okay, that is by going to settings, and then under BurpSuite, Burps browser, I would normally check this option, allow Burps browser to run without a sandbox. All right, after which I would be able to open up a fresh browser. Okay, if I click on open browser, I will be able to open the inbuilt Chromium based browser. All right, here what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly launch this OS Juice Shop. So login page. Okay, here let's imagine I don't know the username in the form of email, and as well as I don't know the password. Previously, I had made a detailed video on how to do the SQL injection. I mean, how to test a website if it is susceptible to SQL injection attacks or not. So I had made a lengthy video about that, how to use the SQL injection payloads to bypass the authentication page, particularly. Okay, I had made a detailed video on that. Playlist is available in the form of, let me just check quickly now. Just hold on for a second. Apologies. I will just give you the exact playlist name where those videos are with regards to SQL injection. Yeah, so there is a separate playlist in the name of SQL injection. You can check out that. There are two videos in total. Like I've explained, I've given a theoretical explanation of what exactly SQL injection attack is or technique is. Like if an attacker is exploiting this vulnerability in the form of SQL injection, it will be called technique. But in case if I mean, if you're building a defense, it will be called as SQL injection vulnerability. All right. And also, I had made another video on how exactly the attackers go about exploiting this SQL injection vulnerability. If you watch that video and come here, this will become more easy, or will you will be familiar to SQL injection already. All right. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you that decoder tab, how we would use the decoder tab within BurpSuite to encode the authentication token to find username as well as a hash password. Okay. Then we will what we will do is we will find what hashing algorithm is used to hash that particular password, and after which we will be directly right away we'll go to a web application or I mean a tool, an online tool to crack that hash password to know the exact password. Okay, so let's quickly get started, guys. So here what I'm going to do now is I will just inject a payload here. Okay, so that will be the payload will be um, an open quote and then one is equal to one. All right, and then a semicolon and then a minus minus. All right, so this is the payload that I'm going to inject just now, guys, to bypass the authentication page and intercept that request on BurpSuite application. All right, and in the password field, what I will normally do is um, just a second, guys. Yeah, here what I will do is I will put a or here or operator. This is the exact payload, guys, that I will be using. So I already knew that this web application is susceptible to SQL injection based vulnerabilities or attack. I will just put something like maybe I'll just put test as under the inside the password field. All right, and what I will do next is I'll just go to Burp Suite Community Edition, just turn the intercept on here, and then just click on login. So as I do that, guys, here the request has come in. All right, and next what I'm going to do now is firstly what I'm not seeing here is I'm not seeing a token exactly. I was expecting a token to come in. Unfortunately, it's not coming in. So let me try a different password here. All right, let me log off, relog in here. Did not get what I supposed to get. Just going back again. I'll just inject the payload again. One is equal to one. Semicolon minus minus. Just turn the intercept on. Okay. Don't see anything over here. Probably what I do is I'll just go to repeater. Sorry, I will send the request back to intruder. All right. And then what I will do now is I will just if you see here, I'll just select the payload position here, and then I will go to payloads. All right, and I will just quickly load the payload text file quickly. So if you see here, guys, the one that I just used as a payload, it has gotten the 200 status OK code, meaning you can see here, this is the payload that I used. Okay, if you see the response, it did go through. All right. So what I'm going to do next is, if you see here, I have an authentication code here. All right. So what I will do now is just copy this authentication token over here to find the password. All right. Just quickly copy this authentication code. Okay. And somehow I've also found the username here, which is admin at the rate juice-sh.op is the username here, like which we need to use under the email field. All right. Now I'm going to quickly go to decoder here, and I'll just quickly paste the encoded value. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to decode this as like plain text. Okay. Firstly what we need to do is we need to decode as base 64, and then we just have to select the plain text here. So as I do that, guys, you can see here the email address has come up already. Okay, because I was able to successfully exploit the payload that I injected under the uname field or email field. All right, and I was able to successfully bypass authentication, which means that web application is indeed susceptible or vulnerable to SQL injection. However, now what I was actually talking about is we have gotten the hashed password, guys. All right, using the decoder tab. Okay, I will just copy this hashed password's value. All right, I will just do a control C. You know, struggle much. Now we need to find what hashing algorithm is inculcated on this password. So it's simple, guys. I'll just open another fresh terminal and I'll just type hash hyphen identifier and I'll just put the value. All right. And if you see here, possible hash is telling us MD5. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly open up a browser session, or I'll just use the same Chromium browser session. Firstly, what you need to do is you just need to turn the intercept off. Okay. We will just go to cracking station. So crackstation.net is what you can use here. Okay. Firstly, what you need to do is you need to say, I'm not a robo. All right. It will ask you to select cars. You'll just do it. Just solve the puzzle here. All right. Yeah. It did pick what I gave the responses. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on crack hash, guys. And there you go, guys. I was successfully able to crack this hash, and then the password is admin123. So let's copy this password, guys. And during the attack that we launched using intruder tab, okay, we'll just go to the results here. Okay, you see here, we also found the username value, which is nothing but admin at the rate juice hyphen sh.ob. Let's do one thing. I'll just copy this value because admin123 is easy to remember. And then what I will do is I will go to the juice shop login page. All right. I will just paste this value under email field. Then I will just type admin123. All right. And I'll just click on login. And there you go, guys. I was successfully able to log in using the password after I had firstly what I did was I decoded and encoded value. Okay. And then later on what I picked the hash password. And then I used another tool to find what hashing is implemented on that hash password. And after I found it was MD5, I directly took that value and then I used another tool to unhash the decrypted value, decrypted password basically. All right. Or hash password basically. That's more accurate. And then that's how we were able to successfully exploit the SQL injection vulnerability, guys, on this OWASP juice job application. And particularly what we learned was we learned how to use the decoder tab basically. All right. We used the encoded value. We did a, I mean, we decoded it using base64 format, and then we used this plain text file to actually read the content of that decoded value. All right. We found a lot of things here. We found username. Then we found the password, and then and also here a lot of other details were unearthed. All right. So so that's how we did, guys. If you found this video helpful, please hit the full button, guys, and don't forget to subscribe my channel for more useful technical content like this with regards to cybersecurity. We will meet in the next video. Until then, stay safe, feed healthy, cheers, ta bye bye.